Officer Keith Pfefferman says a carriage driver held above the water after her rig flipped when a car rear-ended it. It's just amazing. Local 12 News broke the story yesterday. Joe Webb joins us live. He's in Newport with new information. Joe.
Well, Rob, when you look at the Taylor Southgate Bridge, there's a gap between the roadway and the sidewalk we're standing, and between it and the Ohio River, well, there's just not a whole lot. Now, carriage driver Tina Hemmingway was thrown from that carriage and was laying on that barrier wall up against a beam when police arrived. And if it hadn't have been for the quick action of Officer Pfefferman and a good Samaritan who just happened to be passing by, she probably would have ended up in the river. It all started Thursday afternoon at 5:19.
Campbell County 911.
Hi, send somebody quick. I'm on the Taylor Southgate Bridge, and a car hit a horse-drawn carriage, and there's a lady hanging off the bridge. Please send somebody quick.
In 1 minute and 15 seconds, help was on the bridge.
There's a cop here.
It was Newport police officer Keith Pfefferman. He found Tina Hemmingway semi-conscious, prone on the concrete barrier wall, miraculously leaning against a steel beam.
When she was in the position she was in and I approached her and I looked over, I saw water and she began to panic. And at that time, I really thought that her movements could cause her to just lose her positioning and fall into the river. Well, thankfully, there was a witness there that stuck around, and he offered his assistance. And what we did is I grabbed underneath of her arms, both of her arms, and he was able to grab her feet. So at the same time, we lifted her up, pulled her over, put her on the roadway.
They accomplished all this while draft horse Easy was still hooked to the carriage and spooked by the accident, lights, and siren. So what started it all? Well, police say a Pontiac Grand Am rear-ended the left wheel of the carriage while trying to change lanes to pass it, and it flipped the carriage over.
And 5 witnesses on scene stated they all saw the female fly out of the carriage and land horizontally on the bridge as we described.
Now, Newport police spoke with Tina Hemmingway this morning. She was having additional surgery today. No charges have been filed. Police say they will review the witness statements and make a decision on charges next week. But the police report that we got our hands on today, Rob, the police say that driver was following too close. So it sounds like charges are likely. Won't know until next week. Rob?
So, Joe, she was laying on the wall there parallel with the bridge, right? Is that what I'm to understand?
Yeah. Well, you see this steel beam right here?
Yeah.
She was lying with her head facing this way and her feet that way and her midsection up against this beam. There's a little bit of steel down beneath it, but if someone is unconscious and were happen to fall there, in all likelihood, gravity would just take them right into the Ohio River. So she was in a really precarious position, and when police got here, they said that she was in shock. She was stunned. So it's not like me just standing here and leaning up against it. She was semi-conscious. Gravity was going to do the bulk of the work. Officer Pfefferman and that passerby really it's just good fortune that they were there.
Yeah, no kidding. Good news story. Joe Webb, thanks very much. Police say they were lucky Newport Chief Tom Collins is a horseman and was able to calm the draft horse. The people at Elegant Carriages did not want to talk about the accident today, but did say that Easy, the horse, is in good shape.